Russell's a well-balanced team, and then Greenup County's, kind of a run-heavy team. So we feel like we're prepared. It's just a matter of going out and executing and doing what we're capable of doing.
Let's talk about East Carter. They are the district champion, went all the way to state semifinals last year, beat us for the first time, so they got to feel pretty good about their football program.
Yeah, and they should. I mean, they're the defending district champs and region champs, and made it to the state semis. And Coach Champ does a good job out there, and they're well coached. We were able to beat them during the regular season, but then they got us in the playoffs, and we feel like, had we been able to win that game, we made, could have had a shot at playing in the state semis ourselves last year. So, it's one of those things, it's anybody's race, it's anybody's, district, and, the playoffs are set up a little bit different this time. So, whoever wins your regular season games will be crowned district champs. So that's kind of our goal right now, so we can get a couple home playoff games, at least one for our seniors, and progress through the playoffs.
And that's a big thing. We were on the road through the playoffs last year, so it's nice to get home to the stadium.
Yeah, it is. It's always good to play home. We feel like we got the best stadium in the state, and just the routine, I guess, the after-school routine, is more comfortable. But hat tip to our kids. We traveled extremely well to West Jessamine and Hazard, and we feel like we can go anywhere and play. Just spot the ball, and we'll lace them up and play. And that's kind of our mentality, and has been for a while. So, it's just being able to withstand, changes, and being able to create our own atmosphere on the sideline. Our kids that that aren't even in the game have been doing a good job. Being excited and getting our guys hyped up. So, it just goes back to preparation and going out there and executing.
You talked about East Carter. They can pass the ball, but they are run heavy. Got a nice running back in Boggs, who's almost 1,000 yards already. So our work's cut out for us up front.
Yeah, he's a dandy running back. He runs hard, doesn't go down on first contact. Their offense is kind of designed to maximize his talent, and they got a good little quarterback that's come in from West Carter, and he throws a good ball, leads their offense. But their offensive line's really well. I think they play really well. They come off the ball hard, and but defensively, I think they're really good. I think they do a lot of good things defensively. They tackle extremely well. So we'll definitely have our hands full. And again, they're the defending champs. So it's going to be on us to take it back.
They don't do a lot of things that when they run the football, they kind of telegraph it. They kind of tell you, here we go. They bring the guy off the wing, and here they come.
Yeah, I think they're just comfortable and confident in what they do, and it's kind of like here it is. You got to stop it, and I think it goes back to some of the things we do. I mean, it's this game. People overcomplicate this game, and it's just it's a simple game if you make it simple. And, everything comes back down to execution and repetition.
Right.
And that's one of the things we've stressed throughout the years, just doing a few things and trying to do them really well, and get really good at doing a few things and keeping things simple. And we're starting to do that because I think the more repetitions you get at something, the better you get at executing it. And that's starting to see that with East Carter. You're starting to see it with our own football team.
3 games to go in the district. You pleased with us? I know record-wise you'd rather be 4-3 or 6-1 or whatever, but you pleased where this football team is?
I'm pleased with their attitude. I'm obviously disappointed more so in myself than the kids. That we're not sitting here with a better record than we are. But I'm pleased with their attitude and their work ethic. They've come to work every day from week one, from day one actually, and they work hard and they practice hard, and they've been lifting hard, and so they've done everything we've asked them to do. Just like I said, it's been a play or two here and there. 14 points away from having 2 more wins under our belt, and just the little things, and the little things add up over time, and we got to get better at doing those little things, and once we start doing that, our record will get better, and like I said, it's just going back to doing a few things really well and mastering the things that we're asking them to do.
We don't talk about the youth and the experience because that's behind us, but these kids have learned through those first 7 games, and yes, they're sophomores and juniors, but they have learned a lot, I think.
They have. We've gotten better. It's been a learning process going through the season, and like I said, you look at the Hazard game, and we started 9 guys on offense that didn't even play varsity football last year. We had a lot of JV and freshman guys that were playing and started against Hazard. So when you look at that and you keep things in perspective, and you understand that there has been some growing pains and getting guys used to playing at the speed that they have to play, on Friday night, because JV games and varsity games are two totally different speeds. And then when you start adding in freshmen and sophomores who strictly played, freshman ball last year or 8th grade football, because we start 2 freshmen, it's a big difference. And once you start getting some games under your belt and learning how to play and how, the speed of the game that you have to play at, you have no choice but to get better.
Exactly.
And you're starting to see that.
Injury-wise, how are we doing?
We're still we got Colin Howard back this week with his shoulder. Jake Sexton will be out. This probably will be his last game. He's having shoulder surgery next week. Rylan Kelly's still out with the shoulder, but we're starting to get some guys back. We got, like I said, we got Ian Justice back last week. That was a big help for us, and so we're starting to get some guys back. It's just most of our hurt guys are younger guys right now, so we still have quite a few guys out, and we're kind of patchworking our JV and freshman teams. But from a varsity standpoint, we've gotten some guys back, and still, like I said last week, we've got 2 new starters at outside linebacker, Tate Thomas and Jared Brown, and they're playing phenomenal.
Yeah.
And Isaiah's back at linebacker, and him and Sawyer anchoring down the middle. So it's just we're about as good as you can expect this time of year, so especially this late in the season.
All right, key or 2 of the game?
I think obviously stop the run on defense, and then on offense we got to put the ball in the end zone. I think we got to sustain drives and be able to run the ball, but also mix in a pass and get vertical with the football.
All right, good luck.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Coach Chad Tackett of the Tomcats back in a moment on B97 to them as well as a good old friend of ours who works up at Clark's on 13th Street, Edgar Hall, passed away earlier this week, and Edgar was a great guy. You knew Edgar because he's a big, tall fella and always had a smile on his face and welcomed you into Clark's 13th Street. So he passed away earlier this week as well, so our condolences go out to him as well. Say a special hello tonight. Will Adkins listening at Glenville State. Will, of course, the older brother of Asher, and the son of Benji and Leanne, and the grandson of CJ, and he's listening tonight. I want to pass along to you that both the girls and boys soccer teams advanced to the regional tournament, which will be played next week at Greenup County High School. The girls soccer team won the district championship last night as they defeated Boyd County 7-1. The girls soccer team now has a record of 15 wins and 2 losses. They're pretty good. And the boys soccer team, they'll advance as the district runner-up. They lost last night in penalty kicks. They played 2 halves, then they played a couple overtimes, and then they went into penalty kicks, and Ashland got outscored by Boyd County in penalty kicks. So Ashland will go to the regional tournament next week with a record of 13 wins and 6 losses. Boyd County advances with a record of 9-3. And that regional tournament will be played, both the boys and the girls, at Greenup County High School next week. Our volleyball team, just 2 games remaining, and Philip Cottle in his first year at the helm of the Ashland Volley Cats. An amazing record, 26 wins and 7 losses, 26-7, with 2 games to go. They play at home against East Carter on Tuesday, and then next Thursday they will play at Greenup County, and then the following week the volleyball district tournament will start. So they've had an outstanding year as well, and our congratulations go out to Philip Cottle and the Ashland Volley Cats. Well, it is homecoming here, but first and foremost, it is Breast Cancer Awareness Night, and out on the field we have survivors, breast cancer survivors that are out on the field being honored here before we get underway. I see Lori Beth Mays, Coach Jason Mays' wife out there. I see Amy Lynch, Rob Lynch's wife. The other 2 ladies, I can't tell from here, but I'll get their names and pass that along to you here in just a few minutes. And, of course, it's homecoming, so at halftime we'll have our freshman, sophomore, junior attendance, and then the candidates for Queen from the senior class. So a lot going on here at Putnam Stadium tonight. And, of course, next week is our last home game. It'll be senior night here at Putnam Stadium. So And hopefully we'll have a playoff game or two or three as well in early November. Let's hope so anyway, and it all starts tonight. Good to have you alongside again tonight, Mr. Chatfield. Glad to have you back.
It's good to be back. Couldn't get it out. But yeah, we were over recruiting some talent overseas.
Did you bring us a kicker? Because we don't have a kicker after this week.
Unfortunately, won't be here until sometime tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
That's a great night for football. You know,
Yeah,
the
it is.
temperature's perfect for football, and I expect a good game.
I do too. I think the Tomcats schedule will pay off for them tonight because they've just played some awfully good football teams. That's all I can tell you. I mean, there's only one team on the schedule with a losing record, 3 wins and 4 losses. That's West Jessamine, while the other teams are all 500. Everybody else is above 500. So, and you're talking about Hazard, who's lost 1 game. George Washington's lost 2. Elizabethtown, they're 5-2. Raceland's 5-1. Wheelersburg's 5-2. That's pretty good competition.
Pretty good. And, you know, I'm not going to belittle the district play. It just is what it is, and the truth will stand forever, as they say. But the toughest part of the schedule is behind you.
Yeah, it may be. It may be.
Now, that doesn't mean they're going to go 3-0 their way out, but they played the tougher games already.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Well, the Tomcats tonight, as we said, it's breast cancer awareness. It's called the Pink Out Game to those in our community who have been affected by breast cancer. In 2009, Pep Club sponsor Courtney Hyman, along with former Blazer principal Derek Runyon, started the Chemo Comfort Bags to honor Courtney's mother, Leanne Hall, and Derek's sister-in-law, Gina Runyon. The Chemo Comfort Bags provide patients with a number of items that help ease the discomfort of receiving chemotherapy, often alone. Tonight, joining us on the field, as we told you, let's see here, we have Amy Lynch, Lori Beth Mays, Ann Hutchinson. She's a teacher at Oakview, as well as Stacy Ramsey, who is a teacher at Ashland. And Stacy has been a Tomcat for 21 years, Ann Hutchinson for 16 years. Amy, of course, is a teacher at Polk Elementary and the wife of Rob Lynch. And then, of course, Lori Beth Mays, who is at Central Office now, who was just diagnosed with cancer a few months ago. She's going through chemotherapy now and doing very, very well. The doctors are very pleased with her progress, and she's doing very, very well. So we wanted to honor those people here tonight, and we're glad we were able to do so. Flip of the coin has already taken place. The Tomcats won the flip and have deferred to the second half, so East Carter will get the football when we start play, which is upcoming. Not the greatest crowd here. I thought we'd have a bigger crowd, to be quite honest with you. Maybe it's a little too cold or windy or whatever the case may be, but I thought we'd have a bigger crowd. Last week's Saturday afternoon crowd, oh boy, it was tough.
Sparse.
Sparse is not the word for it. It was really, really, well, we could almost count them on one hand, how many people, or both hands.
I'd like to think there's more loyalty than not coming because of 3 and 4.
Exactly. And I think these cats can get on a roll. I really do. They beat a very, very good and athletic E-Town team last Saturday. And quite honestly, I think you said it best. I'm not sure East Carter, Russell, and Greenup. I think we played better teams than all 3 of those teams. And I think the schedule will prove that out.
And I don't think it equates out to wins necessarily, but
right.
It's just the truth of the matter.
Exactly. It's the truth of the matter. All right, both teams are coming back out on the field. We'll have a kickoff here in just a moment. Stay with us here on B97.
This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Colaguard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Colaguard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Colaguard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Colaguard is right for you, or visit Colaguard.com.
I'm in.
Discover Ozempic semaglutide injection 0.5 milligrams and why millions have been prescribed it. Click the on-screen banner for the medication guide. Visit Ozempic.com or call 1-833-OZEMPIC to learn more about Ozempic. Ask your healthcare provider about Ozempic today.
Hey, it's Jana Kramer. Your skin can become dehydrated in a hurry. And thanks to Clinique's Moisture Surge 100 Hour, your skin can be revived just as fast. Clinique's Moisture Surge 100 Hour is oil-free with a light gel cream texture. It uses auto-replenishing technology to help skin create its own internal water source. It locks in moisture for an endlessly plump, dewy glow, leaving skin feeling soothed and more resilient. Get hydration for whatever life throws at you with Clinique's Moisture Surge 100 Hour. Shop Clinique Moisture Surge 100 Hour this holiday season at Clinique.com.
You made good choices, paid your own bills, and avoided going into debt. But liberal politician Sherry Beasley supports Biden's plan to bail out lawyers and doctors on their student loans. The New York Times reports that Beasley's loan bailout could cost taxpayers $400 billion, giving handouts to the wealthy. Even couples making up to $250,000 a year. Sherry Beasley helps the rich. But for you, she backs Biden's tax hikes on working families, raising taxes on the middle class, even families making under $75,000 a year. And Beasley backs the liberal scheme to hire an army of new IRS agents to audit people like you. With Beasley, the rich get bailed out, and you're left with a bill. North Carolina can't afford liberal politician Sherry Beasley. Senate Leadership Fund paid for and is responsible for the content of this advertising. Not authorized by any candidate or candidates committee. www.senateleadershipfund.org.
Honda is America's most fuel-efficient full-line automaker. Whether you're taking a weekend getaway, a cross-country road trip, or simply running
looks
errands
like one of the
around town,
officials is
you'll
mocked
enjoy the
up.
savings that driving a Honda delivers. From sedans, like the turbocharged Civic, to SUVs, like the HR-V crossover. Get more go per gallon with the new Honda. See your Honda dealer of the Carolinas and find your fuel-efficient Honda today. Based on EPA estimate of MY20 large full-line automaker fleet-wide fuel economy. 2021 EPA Automotive Trends Report, November 2021.
Shotgun is E-Step. The transfer from Wes Carter. He's wearing number 9 tonight, and there's the flag, and it's too much time to delay a game on East Carter.
It took them a minute or two.
It took them way too long. They came to the line of scrimmage and shifted a little bit, trying to draw the Tomcats off sides. That didn't work. So then they looked to the sideline for the play, and it was too late, so they'll play behind the chains now. They'll start first and 15 at their own 31-yard line. E-Step is your quarterback. The running backs are Boggs, Dustin Hall, Holbrook, and the wideouts, and now we have a quick timeout by East Carter. I wonder why they called that. I have no idea.
I think they forgot the football.
Well, now what are we doing? Ashland came to the sideline. East Carter went to their sideline. Now Ashland will go back out, and East Carter's out and ready to go.
But it's back at the original line of scrimmage.
You know what? You're right. Why did they do it? I guess maybe
I got their one mulligan for the game. I don't know.
Well, I guess that's because the play clock maybe didn't work. I don't know. He steps in the shotgun. He's got Boggs on his left in the shotgun. Wide out to the near side. Roberts. Here's the give to Boggs off the right side. He's not going to get much, maybe a yard up near the 36, 37-yard line. Boggs comes into the game. He's had a heck of a year. 944 yards rushing, which is third best in the state of Kentucky. And we'll give him no gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for East Carter at their own 36-yard line. East Carter loves to run the football. They average 220 yards per game rushing and 100 yards passing. 2nd and 10 for East Carter. Football at the far hash mark at their 36. Boggs comes to the near side along with Mikey Hall. E-Step is in the shotgun, and Boggs is on his left. Tight end on the right side is Adams. E-Step awaits the signal. He's got it. He's going to throw it out here in the flat. He's got his man Mikey Hall across the 40. First down across the 45 up near the 47. 48-yard line comes E-Step to Mikey Hall, and East Carter's first down of the night as they bring it up near the 49 and a gain of 13. 1st and 10 for East Carter now up at their 49-yard lines. The football moves to the near hash mark. They will probably have to throw the football a little bit more tonight. than they normally do. They don't like to throw it a lot. The Tomcats have been cheating about 6 or 7 up in the box. Hall and Roberts come to the near side. Boggs in the backfield with E-Step in the shotgun. And Ballou is your wingman on the right side. Ashland's got 5 up in the box, cheating another one up. Here's the give to Boggs, trying to get it up outside across the 50, down to the Tomcat 49. A short gain on the play for Boggs of maybe a couple. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for East Carter now at the Ashland 49 as we cross midfield. And we played a minute and a half of this district matchup between the Tomcats and the Raiders. E-Step goes to the sideline, gets the play call from Coach Tim Champlin, and comes back to the huddle and ready to go. Wide to the near side comes Roberts and Hall. Ballou is your tight end on the right side. E-Step's in the shotgun with Boggs on his left. Tomcats got a 5-man front. Here's E-Step to throw. He's looking way downfield. That ball is caught beautifully over there by Adams down inside the Tomcat 30 to about the 28-yard line. Nice throw by E-Step to Adams as he got behind the Tomcat defender Khalil Vaughn, and they'll spot him right at the, well, I think they're going to bring it back upfield at the 30 and a gain of 19 and another East Carter first down. 1st and 10 for the East Carter Raiders now at the Tomcat 30. They're throwing the football, which is highly unusual for them. Goodman goes wide right to the near side, Roberts and Hall. E-Step in the shotgun, and he's got Boggs back there with him. He's going to throw it over in the flat. He's got his man Hall at the 25. They've got him wrapped up, and that is Terrell Jordan who wraps him up at about the 25, maybe the 24. But E-Step picking the Tomcats apart right now. As he picks up 5 down to the 25, it'll be 2nd and 5. He's 3 for 3 in the air for 37 yards already.
And, unfortunately, there's not a defender close to these
exactly.
receivers.
Wide right goes Hall. To the near side comes Roberts. Football at the near hash mark. E-Step in the shotgun. Boggs flanks him on his left side. Here's E-Step. He awaits the snap. He takes it. He's going to give it off to Boggs, trying to cut it up outside. Gets away from one. First down inside the 20, 15 to the 10. Maybe down near the 9-yard line goes Boggs. Nice job breaking tackles over there on the far side. And that should take it down inside the 10 and give East Carter a 1st and goal at the Tomcat 8-yard line. First time into the red zone for the Raiders tonight on a nice pickup from the 25 down near, we'll call it the 8-yard line. First and goal, East Carter at the 8. E-Step again in the shotgun. 2 wideouts left, 1 to the right. In motion now comes Ballou. They're going to give it on the end around to Goodman. He breaks tackles at the 5. Down near the 3, maybe the 2-yard line goes Goodman.
Not a whole lot of defense here.
No, not so far. Tomcat defense not playing very well. As East Carter's marched it right down the field, and they'll spot it at about maybe the 3-yard line, where it'll be 2nd down and goal from there on a gain of 5 for Goodman. 2nd and goal for East Carter. Football in the middle of the field at the Tomcat 3. Wide out right is Hall. To the left side, Roberts. E-Step in the shotgun. Boggs is back there with him. E-Step awaits a snap, takes it, going to give it to Boggs off the right side, and the Cats are all over him. They really stand him up and put him down right at the line of scrimmage for basically no gain. That'll bring up 3rd and goal for the East Carter Raiders. He'll spot it right at the 3-yard line on a no gain. 3rd and goal for East Carter at the Tomcat 3. Let's see if the Tomcats can meet the challenge right here early going with 7:15 to go in the quarter. Football in the middle of the field. Hall will come to the near side. Boggs is a wingman left. Ballou is wingman right. In the backfield now, you've got the fullback Holbrook as E-Step goes up under center. He'll take the snap up under center. Play clock down to 7. They put Boggs in motion. They give it to him off the right side. He's in for the touchdown. Yes, he's there. He lunged for the score and gets in from 3 yards out, and East Carter on their first series takes it right down the field with first quarter here at 6:56 to go. Boggs goes in from 3 yards out, and the Raiders are on the board at 6-0. In to try the extra point for the Raiders is 34, Ryan Carter, a junior. Trying to keep the Raiders out on top and add the extra point. Lines are down, on its way by Carter, and it's right down the middle. 6:56 left to go in the first. It's East Carter 7 and Ashland 0. Back in a moment on B97.
This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Colaguard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Colaguard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Colaguard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Colaguard is right for you, or visit Colaguard.com.
I'm in.
Boggs goes in from 3 yards out. Carter with the extra point. 7-0 East Carter in a drive that took nearly 5 minutes off the clock. Carter will tee it up, and double safety for the Cats is Jennings and Thomas. Or is that Webb? Looks like maybe Cam Webb down there, the freshman at the 15-yard line, awaiting the kick of Carter. 7-0 East Carter here in the early going. Ironton leads Colgrove 14-6. South Point blanking Chesapeake 6-0, and Wheelersburg is beating Waverly 14-0. Carter's got the go-ahead, approaches. It's a little squib kick down the middle of the field. Nichols will pick it up at the 30, 35, heads to his left 35, 40, brings it up near the 42, 43-yard line, and Ashland's got good field position. The Cats will start 1st and 10 up across their 40-yard line, but trailing here early, 7-0. Let's see what the Tomcat offense can do here early. Tomcat football brought to you in part by King's Daughters Medical Center. Excellent care for your family, the right place at the right time. Members Choice Credit Union, committed to our community. And Premier Physical Therapy and Occupational Therapy, we get results. We'll start at the 42-yard line. Will the Tomcats football at the near hash mark. Strader, your quarterback. And the wideouts to the near side, Adkins. Up on top, you've got Jordan and Houston. The backfield is Jennings behind Strader. We'll check the front line here in just a moment. Marucci, the freshman, out over the football. Strader awaits a snap, looks, and he's going to pump it and throw it. Nope, he's going to tuck it and run. Here he comes across the 40. 45, spins up near midfield and very close to a Tomcat first down. The pocket collapsed, but give East Carter credit. They were covering the Tomcats pretty well, and Strader did manage to pick up 7. It'll be 2nd down and 3 for the Cats now, just across their 49-yard line. Nate Freeze goes in at the Tomcat offense on the tight end side, and the wideouts will be Freeze and Adkins. Up on top to the near side, Jordan and Houston. The short side of the field, Strader in the shotgun with Braxton Jennings. Strader waits a snap. It's a good one. Gives to Braxton up across the middle. 1st down, 50, 40. He's inside the 40. Still on his feet, and they finally run him out of bounds at the East Carter 36, 37-yard line. And a nice little quick hitter right up the middle for Braxton Jennings, and the Tomcat first down. 15-yard pickup. 1st and 10 for the Cats now.
It's a dandy little head fake.
Yes, it was at the 36 of East Carter. East Carter leading it 7-0. Tomcats trying to get back in it. Adkins wide left to the near side. Houston and Jordan, the short side of the field. Nate Freeze is your tight end on the left. Strader in the shotgun. Marucci out over the football. Jennings in the backfield. Here's a give. Jennings again off that right side. 35, 30. Still on his feet. Breaking tackles at the 25, and they finally trip him up at about the 24. Big hole opens up on that right side.
That was huge.
For the Tomcats up on that front line tonight, you've got Marucci, Rogers, Cole Christian, Frame, and Ian Justice in there. Open up some big holes. Wow. Another Tomcat first down. Take it down to the 28-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Tomcats now at the 28 of East. Houston and Braxton Jennings are wideouts to the left. Nichols is your running back. Jordan and Adkins are wide right. Here's Strader to throw. He's looking. He's going down the middle. Jordan, he's got him and threw his hands and incomplete. He got his hands on it, and he was wide open in the end zone and just dropped the football, to be honest with you. Strader may have had a little bit too much mustard on that one. And Terrell's not the biggest of guys. You got to remember he's only 5'7".
There's no way on any play that any player could be that more open.
Yeah, exactly.
There was nobody around.
No. Strader's got to play from the sideline, heads back out, and 2nd and 10 at the 28 of East. Houston and Adkins go to the left along with Jordan. So we got trip wideouts left, the wide side. Nate Freezer tied in on the right. Braxton Jennings in the backfield with Strader on 2nd and 10. East Carter in a 4-man front. Strader to throw. He looks. He's going to go down. There's a flag. He's got his man. That's Houston inside the 10 at the 9. But I think we'll bring that one back and may have a hold back at the 30-yard line. That's what the preliminary call looks like anyway. It will be holding against Ashland. So nullify the nice pass play from Strader to Houston. It will take it down to the 10 and would have given Ashland a first down, and they'll mark off 10 from the point of infraction. That'll take it back out near the 35, 40-yard line, where we'll do second down all over again. We're playing way behind the chains now as they take it out to the 39, and we got to go to about the 14-yard line. So it's second and about 25.
More importantly, that's 2 plays out of 5 that protection is just completely broken down.
Exactly. Houston goes to the left with Jordan. Adkins and Nate Freeze to the right. Braxton Jennings in the shotgun with Strader. Awaits the snap, takes it, and here goes Braxton off the left side. Doesn't get much. Maybe 4 yards down near the 35-yard line. That'll bring up 3rd and long for the Tomcats. Their first attempt at a 3rd down conversion tonight. They got a 3rd down and about 21. 4:50 to go in the first quarter. East Carter leads at 7-0. Strader to the sidelines. Got the play call from Coach Tackett and company. And heads back out. Football in the middle of the field. Houston and Jordan go left. Adkins and Freeze come to the right. Braxton Jennings in the backfield with Strader. 3rd down and long. Probably 4-down territory, but you'd like to get it here. Here's Strader. Here comes the pressure. He steps up. Here comes the pressure, and he will have to run it and eat it at the 35, where it'll be 4th down. No gain on the play for Strader. He just muscled his way back to the line of scrimmage. And now the Tomcats are faced with a 4th and 21 at the 35. Clock rolling with 4:10 to go in the first quarter. 7-0 East Carter.
They need to punt this.
Yeah, I'd go. I'm going to go.
Too much.
Too much?
Too many yards.
Raceland leads Betsy Lane 7-0. Wheatersburg beating Waverly 21-0. Wide left, Houston and Jordan. Adkins and Freeze to the near side. Strader in the shotgun. Timeout, Tomcats. Ashland will call a quick timeout to talk things over. We'll stop the clock at 3:49 of the first quarter, and they're going to send out the punt team.
Yeah, that's the good call.
Okay. Houston is our punter. And there he goes. He trots out there, so he's ready to go. It's a timeout, so the Tomcats are going out to punt it, but it's a timeout, so they'll talk things over. Tomcat football brought to you in part by Ashland Credit Union. Earn money for the Ashland schools with the ACU Tomcat Visa credit card. Ashland Credit Union goes big for the Tomcats. By Annie Sloan Realtor. By Members Choice Credit Union, committed to our community. As well as Dr. Matthew Lewis and Lewis Family Care for all your family's medical needs. We're here for you. Houston, who averages about 40 yards per boot, will kick it, and he'll try and angle it out of bounds.
I think I would have taken the delay of game and given him a few more yards.
Give him a few more yards. All right, here we go. Single safety is Hall standing at his 10. Houston takes a snap, angles it toward the sideline. It's going to go out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. What a great kick by Houston. They'll spot it right at the 5. Great kick by Houston. Really backs the East Carter Raiders up. And hopefully the Tomcat defense has learned from the first series. They got to do something, because East Carter went right down the field and put 7 on the board. So it's 1st and 10 for East Carter. They start at their own 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost. The Tomcat defense got to tighten up, meet the challenge right here, and get the football back and get us some good field position. Tim Champlin sends out his offensive unit. He's got E-Step at the quarterback. Boggs the running back. Wide out to the near side is Hall. And Boggs will come wing on the left side. The fullback will be Holbrook as E-Step will go up under center. And Goodman will be your wingman on the right side as E-Step goes up under center. 1st and 10 at their 5. E-Step awaits a snap. He puts Goodman in motion, gives it straight up the middle, and they nail him. He don't think he got back to the line of scrimmage. That's Holbrook. Tomcat defense really swarming. That's Himes in there to lead the charge for the Tomcats. He'll give him back to the 5 and no gain for Holbrook. 2nd and 10 for East Carter now at their own 5 with 3:20 to go in the first quarter.
I don't think East is afraid to throw it here, though.
I agree with you. Wide out now is Adams. He'll come to the near side. Nope, he's going to play a tight end. Hall will be your wide out to the right. Ballou is your wingman on the left and Boggs on the right. Estep goes up under center on 2nd and 10 at their own 5. He puts Ballou in motion. Going to give it to him around that right side, and the Cats have got him. What a great tackle down there by Terrell Jordan in the backfield at about the 3-yard line. Great job by Terrell Jordan. He just came up from his cornerback slot, and they lose a yard back to the 4 where it's 3rd and 11. First attempt for East Carter at a 3rd down conversion. With 2.5 to go in the first quarter, East Carter leads at 7-0. 3rd and 11 for the Raiders at their own 4-yard line.
Big play for Ashland.
Big play for the defense right here. Hall comes to the near side. Boggs wing left. And Ballou is your wing right. Estep up to under center. Tomcats cheating about 7 or 8 men up in the box. They put Boggs in motion. Here's Estep going to give on the end around, and he got up across the 5. That was Ballou, I think, who carried up near the 8, maybe the 9-yard line. And it will be 4th down for East Carter in a punting situation. So the Tomcat defense rises to the occasion after a gain of 5. 4th down for East Carter and about 6 at their just shy of their 10. Single safety for the Tomcats. I think that's Cam Davis, the freshman, standing at his own, or at the East Carter 45. And the punter, I think maybe Carter. I'm not real sure. We await the snap. Take a lot of time in there. Still waiting. And it's a little bit high, but he came down with it. Kicked it straight up in the air. It's going to hit at the 35-40 and get up near the 42, 43-yard line. So Ashland's got great field position. Great field position. Tomcats have a short field now. They'll start 1st and 10 on the East Carter side of the 50 at the 42. Good time to punch this one in with East Carter leading at 7-0 here in the early going. Strader has the play from the sideline and heads right back out. Tomcats 1st and 10 at the East Carter 42. Short field. Got to capitalize on things like this and take advantage of it. Houston will come to the near side along with Asher Adkins. Jennings in the backfield with Strader in the shotgun. The wingman on the right side is Austin Nichols. The wide side of the field. Strader awaits a snap. East Carter in a 4-man front. Give it to Braxton. He's going to bounce it outside the 40. Straight arms a man at the 35. At the 30. He's at the 25-20, and they knock him out of bounds down near the 20-yard line. Nice run by Braxton. Takes it from the 42. They'll spot it at the 20 back upfield, but a gain of 22 and another Tomcat first down, their 3rd of the night. 1st and 10 for the Cats now at the East Carter 20. First time for the Tomcats into the red zone tonight. Trying to tie it up with 1:10 to go in that quarter. Wide outs to the left. Adkins and Houston. In motion is Nichols. They give it to Jennings. Straight up the gut he'll go. He pounds inside from 2, maybe 3. Just inside the 20 maybe to the 18-yard line. Goes Jennings.
I don't think I've ever seen that motion before out of this offense. Have you?
Joseph Hicks is in on the front line now, giving somebody a breather over there. Gain of a couple. We'll call it 2nd and 8, but we are in 4-down territory now at the East Carter 18-yard line. Houston and Adkins go wide left. In the backfield, Tay Thomas with Braxton and with Austin Nichols. Tay had a great game last year. He's going to get there last week. Here he gets it inside the 15, breaking tackles down near the 14, 13-yard line for the sophomore, Tay Thomas. He had 100 yards last week against E-Town. It'll be 3rd down and short as they take it to about the 14. 3rd and about 4.
I don't think they'll get one off here, Dickie.
Nope. First quarter coming to an end. We're at 16 seconds. Strader's going to stand at the sideline, and play clock is apparently not working because it's not going, so we're down to 10 seconds, and that'll do it for the first quarter as the Tomcats come to the sideline. At the end of 1, it's East Carter 7 and Ashland 0. We'll be back in a moment here on B97.
Hey! This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Colaguard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Colaguard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Colaguard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Colaguard is right for you, or visit Colaguard.com.
I'm in.
Down and 3 for the Tomcats now at the 14-yard line, we'll call it, of East Carter. Tomcats trailing 7-0 as we start the second 12 minutes of play. Tomcats have been able to move the football, and now's the time to cash in and even this thing up. Football in the middle of the field as Strader has them out. Christian, Frame, Marucci, Hicks, and Justice up front for the Cats. Atkins and Houston go wide right. Tay Thomas, the sophomore, still in the backfield. As Jennings gets a breather, and Strader, the sophomore quarterback. Nichols comes in motion. Give it to Tay up the middle. He cuts back inside the 10, still on his feet and battling down near the 6. Goes Tay-Tay. They like to call him Tay-Tay.
Apparently you
and
do
I
too.
do too. Tomcat first down. That's their 4th of the night as they convert on 3rd down. It's 1st and goal for the Cats now at the East Carter 6. Moving the football are the Tomcats. Got a backfield back there. You've got Strader, Jennings, and Thomas. None of them can drive a car. How about that? Wideouts left, Houston and Adkins. They're young. Here's give to Jennings, who's back in. He's going to pound inside, maybe a yard gain, maybe. As he got back, barely back to the line of scrimmage goes Braxton Jennings, blocking on the left side. Didn't quite materialize. It'll bring up 2nd down and goal for the Tomcats at the 6-yard line of East Carter. 11:10 to go here in the first half. Jordan goes in for the Tomcats, and Nichols will come out, so he'll be another wide out. Nope, Nichols is going to stay. As Strader comes to the sideline to get the play call, and out will come Jennings. So Nichols will be your running back now rather than Jennings. He had a good game last week. Wide out goes Houston and Adkins to the right. Play clock down to 5. You better hurry. Jordan goes to the left at 3. Strader takes a snap. Going to keep it himself inside the 5. Battling inside the 4. Maybe the 3 goes Strader. That'll bring up 3rd and goal for the Tomcats. Just inside the East Carter 4. 7-0 East Carter leading it. Freeze goes in for the Tomcats and Jennings back in. Out comes Adkins and Eli Alley, who was in, blocking as well. 3rd and goal, we'll call it the 4-yard line.
Maybe you do something around the corners with Braxton's speed. Or
with his speed, yeah. Houston and Jordan go to the right side. Nate Freeze tied in on the left. Split backfield. Strader goes up under center. Jennings off the right side, bounces it offside. He's going to try for the end zone, not going to get there. They wrap him up in the line of scrimmage. Great pursuit by the East Carter defense. We'll call it no gain. It's 4th down and goal for the Cats at the 4. Got to go for it. You can put Sexton in for a field goal. I think he could probably make it from here, but they'll spot it. And it'll be 4th and goal for the Cats from just inside the 5-yard line of East Carter. Inside 10 minutes to go here in the half, and East Carter leads it 7-0 in the early going. Greenup County leading Russell 7-0 as well. All right, big down for the Tomcat offense as well as the East Carter defense. Houston goes to the right with Jordan. Nate Freezer's your tight end on the left. Split backfield, Nichols and Jennings. Strader goes up under center. Jordan comes in motion. Strader to throw into the end zone. Open Freeze, but he threw it behind him, incomplete. Nate Freeze was wide open in the end zone. The tight end coming across the middle, and Strader threw it behind him, incomplete. Oh, that's a heartbreaker, so the Tomcats come up empty. They had a short field and got down into the red zone and couldn't punch it in. That may cost them. 7-0. East Carter's defense rises to the occasion. They still lead it 7-0. 1st and 10, but they're backed up again. They'll start at their own 5-yard line. Last drive they started at their 5 and had to punch, so the Tomcat defense called upon again. Estep, your quarterback, he's going to go to the shotgun now. Boggs is a running back on his right. Roberts a wide out as well as Hall to each side. Estep standing in the end zone, awaits the snap, takes it, going to give it to Boggs off the left side, cuts it back. He got a yard, maybe 2. In there is Sawyer Edens for the Tomcats.
as well as Jared Brown. Give him a forward motion for a yard. 2nd down and 9 for East Carter at their own 6. 9:30 to go in the first half. 7-0. East Carter leads it. Halftime, we got a special guest for you. Head Tomcat basketball coach Jason Mays will be here. Got a special announcement. And so stick around for halftime. Coach Mays is coming up. Roberts to the near side. Wide to the left goes Hall. E-step in the shotgun on 2nd and 9 at his 6. Boggs flanks E-step on his right. Takes a snap a little bit high. Gives to Boggs again. They've got him. Now he breaks a tackle. He's across the 10. Here comes the hold at the goal line. Got a holding call on East Carter at about the 2-yard line, so they'll bring that run back. He gained up near the, 12, 13-yard line, so it'll be half the distance to the goal for East Carter. Their first penalty of the night. So that'll take it down to about the 1, maybe. Yep, that's where they'll spot it. 2nd down and about 14. 8:55 left to go in the half. 7-0 East Carter. 2nd and 14 for the Raiders at their own 1. Hall to the near side. E-step's going to go up under center now. He's got Ballou wing right, Boggs wing left. E-step's going to turn, spin, and give it to Holbrook, the quarterback, and the fullback got a yard, maybe 2, up near the 2, maybe the 3. That'll bring up 3rd down as East Carter plays behind the chains. They're all 1 in 3rd down conversions tonight. They've got a 3rd down about 12 after a gain of 2 by Holbrook.
But it makes sense to bring the backfield at them right now.
Oh, yeah. I bring everybody I got.
Yeah. Let them beat you on the throw.
Wide to the near side comes Hall. Ballou's your wingman on the right, Boggs on the left. E-step's going to go up under center on 3rd and 12 at his own 3. Tomcats cheating about 7 or 8 up in the box. In motion comes Boggs. He's going to get the call. Outside he'll go, and the Cats have got him. That's Cam Davis. He nailed him right at the 4-yard line. Great job of the freshman. We got 2 freshmen starting, 1 on defense and 1 on offense. Unbelievable how young this team is. Spotted back to the 5. It's 4th down and 11.
And then to not be outdone, you're just spotting the rest of it in with sophomores and juniors.
Exactly. You're right. Cam Davis, the freshman, back in single safety, standing at his 35. The punter for East Carter is number 50, Messer. Snaps a little high. Here come the Cats. They block it. It's in the end zone. Touchdown, Tomcats. And that, my friends, is a touchdown for the Tomcats 73, Colin Howard. He falls on it in the end zone. Terrell Jordan got a piece of it, and Howard falls on it in the end zone. It's a 7-6 ball game with 7:14 to go. Jordan's just got too much speed. Colin Howard gets his first touchdown as a Tomcat, a lineman, and he got it.
He won't get many more.
No, he won't. We hope he does, but he probably won't. Sexton will try the extra point to try and tie it up with 7:14 to go. Clutters will hold, and it's on its way. Oh, it just got inside the upright. It's good. 7:14 to go in the half. It's now Ashland 7 and East Carter 7 on B97.
This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Colaguard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Colaguard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Colaguard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Colaguard is right for you, or visit Colaguard.com.
I'm in.
This segment is sponsored by Novo Nordisk. Weight loss. It's a constant cycle, am I right? It feels like our bodies are working against us, pushing back on our progress. We lose weight and our bodies try to gain it right back. Sure, losing weight is challenging, but keeping the weight off is just as hard. In fact, people with excess weight generally make 7 serious attempts at weight loss. 7! But guess what? It's not all our fault, and we have the science to back it up. One study shows that by partnering with healthcare providers, it may be possible to lose up to 5 times as much weight compared to trying to do it solo. Together, you can develop a plan to manage your weight and the impact of weight-related health issues like high blood pressure and type 2 diabetes. Talk to a healthcare provider and ask if FDA-approved medicine could help with losing weight and maintaining the results. Learn more about the science behind the weight loss at truthaboutweight.com.
In Houston, he was trying to nail it down the near sideline and get it a little higher, so maybe we could run under it, but they'll go out of bounds at the 36, and that's where East Carter will start. 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line. Ashland's tied it on the block punt by Terrell Jordan, recovered by Colin Howard. And, is East Carter going to make them kick it again?
No, they got it at the 38, and they're moving it up to the 41.
No. Well, what are they doing?
5-yard penalty.
41. Okay, that's where East will start. So they got much better field position than they had on their last 2 series. Their last 2 series, they started at the 5. Roberts is your wide out to the near side. Hall goes to the left. Eastep in the shotguns. Got Boggs on his right side. Ballou is your left. 1st and 10 East at their 41. Eastep awaits the snap. All knotted at 7, gives to Boggs off the left side, trying to cut it up outside. And Isaiah Ingram, along with the Tomcats, Cam Davis were there. After he gained a couple of yards up near the 43-yard line, comes Boggs. Running game for East Carter really is not developed tonight. They only have about 40 yards rushing, and they average about 220. 2nd and 8 for East Carter at their own 43. 6:50 to go till half. Ashland East tied at 7. Greenup leading Russell 7-0. Wide to the near side, Roberts. To the left goes Hall. Eastep again in the shotgun, and now Boggs is going to be on his right in the shotgun formation. Long count the line. Play clock down to 3 at 2. Here's Eastep to throw, looking across the middle, and it's picked off by the Tomcats at midfield. No, they say it's incomplete.
He had it.
Ooh, I thought he had it. That's Cam Davis, the freshman. Good job by Cam. He got his first interception last week against E-Town, and he nearly had his second. I thought he had it in his hands.
I did too.
3rd and 8 for East Carter now at their own 43-yard line. 6:23 and the clock stopped here in the half. Wide to the near side will come Roberts. To the left goes Hall. Eastep's in the shotgun. Ballou is going to flank him on his right, and they're going to put Boggs in the wing on the right side. Tomcats got 5 on the in the box. Eastep awaits a snap. He rolls to his right. Here comes a pressure from Jared Brown. He throws it upfield. It's incomplete, about 10 yards short. Great job by Jared Brown giving pursuit. Tomcat defense is really playing. That's 3 straight series from the first series. East Carter marched it down the field. The Tomcats have held them to 3 and out on the last 3 series. So Ashland's going to get it back on the punt by Messer, unless we block this one. Terrell Jordan blocked the last one. Cam Davis standing in single safety at his own 28-yard line.
I just always feel warm and cozy when that ball hits the kicker's foot.
Exactly. 6:17 to go. The clock stopped. Messer awaits a snap. It's a good one. Here comes a rush again. They don't get it. High, end over end. It's going to go inside the 30, 25. Good bounce down near the 25-yard line.
Almost got it.
Almost. 32-yarder for Messer. And the Tomcats will have pretty good field position. They'll start 1st and 10 in a 7-7 game with 6:09 to go at their own 25. Obviously, a much longer field to go. Cats have been able to move the football. They haven't completed a pass tonight, but they have rushed for nearly 80 yards. 1st and 10 Ashland at their 25. Football at the near hash mark as Adkins and Jordan go wide right, and Houston comes to the left. Braxton Jennings in the shotgun with Strader. Marucci out over. East Carter in a 4-man front. Strader gives to Jennings. Bounces outside around the right. Not going to get much. He's still pounding up near the 27, maybe 28. Comes Braxton. Tried to bounce it out. Maybe he should have cut back. Nevertheless, he picks up 3, and it'll be 2nd down and 7 for the Tomcats now at their own 28-yard line. It's just inside the 6-minute mark of the half. Ashland 7 and East Carter 7 in this big district matchup. Could be the district championship here tonight. You just never know. The other 2 games coming up for these clubs. Adkins to the near side with Houston, and Jordan will go to the... Well, Jordan's going to be in the backfield. That's different. Strader's got Jennings on his left, Jordan on his right. To throw it, a screen to Atkins. He's got it, breaks it down with the 30, 35, 40. Here he comes at midfield and down to the 47-yard line of East Carter. Hold the phone. We got a
called
flag?
it out right here.
Oh, he called it out back upfield.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
No?
Nothing bad. It's
No,
just
I thought there was a flag. All right, our first completed pass goes from Asher Atkins from the 28. They're going to spot him up at the 43, a gain of 15, a Tomcat first down, their 5th. 1st and 10 for Ashland now at their 43 as Atkins stepped out of bounds. Asher will go up on top, the wide side of the field, and Houston and Jordan will come to the left. Strader in the shotgun. Jennings is back there with him. East Carter in a 4-man front. Marucci with a good snap gives to Braxton. He's off the right side, 45, up near the 46, 47.
He took a hit.
He took a big hit. A big Bowman's Auto and Collision Center big hit of the game. Bowman's Auto and Collision Center for complete auto collision repair service. It's Bowman's professional auto repair. As Braxton does pick up 5, and it'll be 2nd and 5 for Ashland at their own 47. Inside 5 minutes to go to half. With Ashland and East tied at 7, the Cats do get the second half kickoff. Be nice to put one up right here and maybe another one in the 3rd. All right, to the right side, Jared Brown is over there with Adkins. To the near side, Houston and Jordan. Jennings in the backfield with Strader. East Carter still in a 4-man front. Strader takes it. He's got all day. He's looking, rolling left, going for all of it to Houston. Wide open at the 10, 5, touchdown, Tomcats.
Great throw.
The bomb again from Strader to Brandon Houston.
Great throw.
They have connected 5 times with bombs this year. And that one goes 53 yards, and the Cats lead it 13-7. Strader laid it right in his hands. Brandon Houston, I'll tell you about his stats. The kid's almost amazing with his stats. If I can find him here. Well, let me get the extra point, and I'll find him. Sexton will kick. Clutters will hold. And the Cats will try and make it a 7-point lead on the bomb from Houston to Brandon Houston. Got behind the defense. On its way by Sexton right down Broadway. 4:28 to go in the half. It's now Ashland 14 and East Carter 7. Back in a moment on B97.
This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Colaguard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Colaguard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Colaguard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Colaguard is right for you, or visit Colaguard.com.
I'm in.
Leading receiver in the state this year. The ensuing kickoff fumbled around, but East Carter falls on it at the 35. Tomcats go 75 yards in just 4 plays in a minute 40. The bomb from Strader to Houston that covers 53 yards. And Sexton makes it 14-7 Ashland. Houston has now caught 17 balls this year for nearly 500 yards. That's an average of probably 30 a catch. So we do have that deep threat. You better watch out because Houston can fly. 1st and 10 for East Carter at the 35. Tomcat defense has taken them 3 and out the last 2 times. See if the defense can meet the challenge again. Estep's got the shotgun. He's got 2 wideouts to the right in Hall and Roberts the short side. Ballou is your wingman on the right. Boggs, in the backfield. with E-Step in the shotgun. Tomcats cheating about 6 up in the box right now. E-Step awaits the snap, going to give to Boggs off the right side. He's not going to get much, up near the 37-38. Himes and Eden's in there for the Tomcats. Brings up second down after a gain of 3 and 7. Ashland leading 14-7 after trailing early 7-0. Russell has tied Greenup 7-7. Paintsville leading Fairview 14-0. Thank you, Dr. Stottlemyre, for all these wonderful scores, as you always do. E-Step sends wideouts to the left side, the wide side of the field. Boggs on his right. 2nd and 7. E-Step awaits a snap, gives to Boggs. He'll try and get around that left side, and the Tomcats, Edens is all over him. He got a yard maybe. Himes is there again, and Ingram. He didn't get much. He tried to cut it back, and the Cats are all over him. Jared Brown in there as well. Give him a yard up near the 38.
This would be big right here if they
Yep,
could stop him.
you're
This
right.
would be huge.
East 0 of 2 in third down conversions tonight. They have a 3rd down and 6, just shy of their 39. 3:15 to go. Tomcats do have 2 timeouts remaining. Wide left go Roberts and Hall. Ballou is your slot man left. E-Step in the shotgun, and in the backfield with him on the left side is Boggs. Cats again cheating about 4 up in that box. Here's E-Step to throw. He looks. He's going down the near sideline. Ballou, and can't connect at the Ashland 30. He got behind Khalil Vaughn, but the pass was a little bit much by E-Step, and the Tomcats will get it back after the punt by Messer.
He ran the 2 defenders into each other and just broke free.
Yep. E-Step hit his first 3 passes for 37 yards. He's missed his last 3. Tomcat defense, again 3 and out. That's 4 straight 3 and outs. Messer to punt it. Cam Davis backstanding at his own 30-yard line. Cats are going to get it back with 2:56 to go, already leading 14-7. Good snap. And the Cats coming, and he hit it high spiral, but that one's going to end out of bounds. And the Tomcats should get decent field position. As the referee moves up across the 30, he's up to the 34-yard line. So the Cats will start there. Not a great kick. 27 yards. And Ashland with 2:50 to go and 2 timeouts. We'll try and get another score. And remember, we get the second half kickoff. So you'd like to go in with a 21-7 lead and get the ball to start the third. Wide right goes Jared Brown with Jordan and Adkins. To the near side comes Houston. And Jennings is in the backfield. East Carter's gone to a 3-man front. They're dropping 8. Give it to Braxton. There's a flag on the play. We got a legal procedure against Ashland. All right.
I ain't got time for that.
I ain't got time for that. Stops the clock with 2:48. Oh, they're going to call it against East Carter. I beg your pardon. I did not see that.
Well, we need
my mistake.
We need a big apology for our evil thoughts.
Our evil thoughts that went against the Tomcats, for God's sake. Offsides. Second penalty against East for Carter. It's now 1st and 5. So East Carter's gone to a 3-man front. That tells me that Jennings and Thomas can run the football because they've got to guard Brandon Houston. He's amazing. 3 wideouts right, 1 to the left. Strader in the shotgun. Give it to Braxton. There he goes. 40, 45. First down up near the 47, 48-yard line.
Okay, now.
First down number 7 for the Cats. 1st and 10 up near the 48. Clock rolling down to 2:35 to go. Strader in a hurry. Got the play and heads back out in a hurry. 1st and 10 Ashland at the East Carter 48. Ashland leading it 14-7. Houston to the near side, up on top, Adkins, Jordan, and Brown. Strader in the shotgun. Again, Braxton Jennings back there with him. Strader's got him set down to 2:18 to go, and the play clock at 10. Move it. Here comes Strader. He's got time. 3-man rush. Now the press, and now here he comes. 45-50 down to the East Carter 48-yard line. Picks up about half what he needed and bring up second down during the 2-minute mark. They'll put it at the 48-yard line. Second down about 6 for the Cats on a gain of 4.
Now we need to get some movement.
Going to have to throw the football here. Out comes Jennings. And the Tomcats will put Tay Thomas back in the game. Brown and Adkins go up on top. Jordan and Houston in the near side. And then at 40, 2nd and 6 Ashland. Strader takes a snap. Time called. Nope, flag. Sorry. Stop it at 1:41.
It's the back judge that's called it, so.
Offsides against East Carter again.
How could he make that call?
I don't know how he can do that. I would agree with you 100%. Third penalty against East Carter. Instead of 2nd and 6, it's now 2nd and 1.
No, they gave it to him. First
did they?
down.
I'll be damned, they did. Down to the 42.
I think he got an extra half step
I
there.
think we got an extra one. 1st and 10, Ashland at the 42 of East. Tay Thomas in the backfield with Strader in the shotgun. Twin wideouts, give it to Thomas. There he goes, breaking tackles, getting much. Couple of yards down near the 41-yard line. Clock rolling. We're down to 90 seconds to go. 2nd and 8, Ashland at the 41 of East Carter. Got to move. Down, and the clock moving into minute 20. We got 2 timeouts remaining. Strader breaks huddle. He's going to send Adkins and Brown to the right, Jordan and Houston to the left. East Carter in a 3-man front. They're dropping 8 because Strader can connect with Mr. Houston at about any time.
I think they'll shoot the back.
Here's Strader, and he's going to try and go for it right now. Strader coming out of there. Now the pocket collapse goes down. Timeout Ashland with 1:01 to go. Good coverage back there. Let's give East Carter the credit. They had great coverage on Braden and Houston that time. And Strader has to eat it back at the 48-yard line on a loss of about 6. And the Tomcats will burn a timeout here with 1 remaining at 61 seconds. It'll be 3rd down and about 16.
It's a long 3rd down.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, let's say they get 10 of them. Do you punt?
Lord, no.
I think you
Not
have
when
to.
It's inside a minute?
Yeah, I think you have to. You don't want to give them that good a position if you don't get it.
I guess you could. But I don't want to. I like to gamble.
With the house money, though.
Yeah, good point. Tomcat football brought to you in part by Ashland Credit Union. Earn money for the Ashland schools with the ACU Tomcat Visa card. Ashland Credit Union goes big for the Tomcats. By Premier Physical and Occupational Therapy, we get results. And Dr. Matthew Lewis and Lewis Family Care for all your family's medical needs. We're here for you. 3rd and 16 for the Cats at the 48 of East. Leading 14-7 with 61 seconds to go and 1 timeout. Houston to the near side. Asher Adkins, Terrell Jordan, and Jared Brown will go to the right. Football in the middle of the field. In the backfield is Jennings with Strader. East Carter again in a 3-man front. They're dropping 8. Strader sees the pocket collapse. There's a hold against Ashland. Strader's got his man Jordan at the 35-30. Now it's Houston at the 20, 15, 10, 5, but they're going to bring her back. We got a hold back downfield at the 43-yard line. So that 48-yard touchdown pass from Strader to Houston is going to be erased and stops the clock at 50 seconds. Holding against Ashland.
I just don't understand how, with the 3-man rush, that protection is breaking down so quickly.
Right. And I'm not sure that was a hold. I'd like to see the tape on that one. Because they called it on Cole Christian, and he just pancaked the guy. I'm sorry. That'll take the football back inside the Tomcat 40 at about the 35-36 with 50 seconds to go. You'll get 3rd down over again. The problem is we got to go to the 32 of East Carter for the 1st down. So it's miles and miles to go. A lot of real estate.
Almost like going to the moon.
Strader will bring him out. Clock will stay stopped at 50 seconds. It'll be Houston to the near side. Again, it's Adkins, Brown, and Jordan up on top. I'd almost throw that same pass to Houston across the middle. It worked. Now Jordan will come in motion and come set on the near side. Zamurshi goes out over the football. Strader in the shotgun. Again, East Carter in a 3-man front. Strader going for all of it.
No.
He's got Asher Adkins, and he overthrows him at the 30, incomplete. Asher got behind the man, but it was a little too much. 4th down for the Cats, and now they will have to punt the football. Because their 1st down marker is at the 32, and the football is back at our 35. So with 43 seconds to go, Ashland will have to punt. Houston will punt it. Single safety is Hall for East Carter at the 30. East Carter does have 2 timeouts remaining.
Don't want to give them a cheap score.
Nope. The snapper is Asher Adkins, because Gardner can't snap on punts. He can do extra points. What a dandy by Houston. Hall, fair catches back at his 21. Fumbles it. Football's loose. Austin Nichols going after it, but East Carter's got it. Good try by Austin Nichols and Asher Adkins back there, but couldn't come up with it. And Tarai Clutters as well. Great punt by Houston. That's a dandy. 45 yards.
All in the air.
All in the air. So East Carter will start 1st and 10.
You try to do
At
something
their
here if you're
25.
East?
Maybe you don't get the ball to start the second half. They'll put it at the 26 at 34 seconds. 1st and 10 East Carter at their 26, trailing 14-7. East step in the shotgun, 2 wide outs to the left. In the backfield, Blue. East step awaits a snap. Play clock down to 10. He's looking to throw out in the flat. Now he's going to go long across the middle. That ball's up for grabs, and Goodman catches it at the 45 up to midfield. Wide open was Goodman. Hey, he just floated that thing up there, and East Carter gets their 4th first down, stops the clock at 25 seconds. And the Raiders will burn a timeout right here. They got 1 remaining. 1st and 10 East Carter at the Ashland at the 50-yard line is where they'll spot it on a gain of 24.
Going to have to belly up to the bar. This is not when you
got
want to
it.
let them score.
Get up to the pump defense right now. Of course, Tomcats were laying back a little bit there to prevent defense, if you will. 1st and 10 at the 50 for East Carter with 25 seconds to go, and they got 1 timeout remaining.
No prevent defense, though, was let them have 25 yards.
Exactly. That's what it costs you. You see it in college, you see it in the NFL, as you play the prevent defense and you give up 10, 15, 20 yards. All right, Luckett will go in, defensive end, and Christian will come out. Tomcats with a 3-man front, dropping 8 as East Step brings them to the line. He's got Adams and Ballou on the right side, and Roberts and Hall to the left.
See run Boggs?
Boggs in the backfield with East Step. 25 seconds to go. He'll take the snap. He's looking downfield. He's going to step up, throw it way downfield. That ball's up for grab, and it's knocked away, incomplete. Davis got a hand on it, as well as Khalil Vaughn. It was intended at the goal line for somebody. It might have been Ballou, and it goes incomplete with 17 seconds to go.
Well, they're going to heave it again.
Oh, yeah. 17 seconds to go. He's got a pretty good arm. That one went about 45 yards in the air.
I thought he crossed the line of scrimmage when he threw
He
it.
was very close because we sit right at the 50, and it was very close. East Step has it 2nd and 10 for East Carter at the 50. 17 seconds to play. Ashland leads it by 7. Again, it's Roberts and Hall to the left. Ballou is your wingman on the right. Boggs in the backfield with East Step in the shotgun formation. Ashland dropping 8. Here comes the pressure, and East Step throws it up for grabs, and that one's going way out of bounds on the far side to stop the clock at 11 seconds. Incomplete. 3rd down for East Carter. They have not converted on 3rd down tonight. They're 0 for 4. Raceland now leads Betsy Lane at halftime 42-0.
That's kind of to be expected, though, wasn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
They got Bessie Lane's only got 7 kids.
They're playing 7 on 11. 3rd and 10 for East Carter at the 50 with 11 seconds to go. They got time for a play, maybe 2. Wide outs to the left side in Hall and Roberts. Ballou is your wingman right. Here comes the blitz, and they get away from one. They're holding the Tomcat player, and East Step's going to throw that one out of bounds about a row deep. But they were holding a Tomcat defender back here on the ground, but no flag. It's incomplete. It's 4th down.
Well, Ashland will touch it one more time, I would
think. Not with 3 seconds to go.
Oh, that's right.
He's going to go to a knee, I think.
I think he'll throw it.
Do you? 4th and 10, East Carter at the 50.
Why not?
Yeah, I guess. Well, you got to lose. 4th and 10 for East Carter at the 50-yard line, trailing 14-7. They led early. Their first series, they took it right down the field, but since then, the Tomcat defense has done the job, and East Carter will burn a timeout. Their final of the half. And Coach Chad Tackett will go out and with his assistants and talk to the Tomcat defense, and Tim Champlin will talk to the East Carter offense. Tomcat football brought to you in part by King's Daughters Medical Center. Excellent care for your family, the right place at the right time. Members Choice Credit Union, committed to our community. Premier Physical and Occupational Therapy. We get results, and by Annie Sloan Realtor. And don't forget about Giovanni's, who came early tonight. They brought us our pizza and sandwiches early. Giovanni's on Blackburn Avenue. They're open right now. After the game, for delivery or carry out, just call them at 325-8454. Giovannis.
My favorite.
It's the best. It's the best. All right, the Tomcats playing prevent defense. They got Webb, Vaughn, and Jordan standing about 20, 30 yards off the ball. So Hall will come to the near side, and Roberts will go to the left. Ballou is the man on the right, and Estep is in the shotgun, and Boggs is back there with him. Ashland will drop 8, 3-man front. Here comes the blitz from Ingram. Here comes the blitz. Estep's throwing that one up, and that's incomplete at the 35. Good job by Isaiah Ingram and Billups to get the pressure on Estep, and the Tomcats lead it here at half. At halftime here at historic Putnam Stadium, the Ashland Tomcats lead East Carter in this district matchup. It's Ashland 14 and East Carter 7. We'll be back in a moment on B97.
This view was worth a hike.
Right? And it's a good way to stay on top of my health.
Yes, I'm Colaguard, a prescription colon cancer screening option for people 45 plus at average risk. Have you screened for colon cancer?
Not yet.
Don't wait. It's more treatable when caught in early stages.
Tell me more.
Colaguard is non-invasive and it's used at home. It detects altered DNA in your stool to find 92% of colon cancers.
92%?
Yep, even those in early stages.
This was seen in a clinical study with patients 50 and older. Any positive result should be followed by a diagnostic colonoscopy. False positive and negative results may occur. Colaguard is not a replacement for colonoscopy in high-risk patients. Do not use if you have had adenomas, have inflammatory bowel disease and certain hereditary syndromes, or a personal or family history of colon cancer.
Most insured patients pay $0. Ask your provider or an online prescriber if Colaguard is right for you, or visit Colaguard.com.
I'm in.
Discover Ozempic semaglutide injection 0.5 milligrams and why millions have been prescribed it. Click the on-screen banner for the medication guide. Visit Ozempic.com or call 1-833-OZEMPIC to learn more about Ozempic. Ask your healthcare provider about Ozempic today.
East Carter on their very first series. They take it right down the field, 64 yards in 9 plays. Beautiful drive. That took nearly 5 minutes off the clock. Boggs goes in from 3 yards out. Carter with the extra point. And with 6:56 to go till the end of the first quarter, East Carter led it 7-0. But the Tomcats come right back. They march it, they march it down the field, but can't stick it in the end zone. They finally get their first score with 7:14 to go in the second quarter. The punt by Messers, the Tomcat defense, did a marvelous job in the first half, but then the Raiders went 3 and out on 4 straight series, and they tried to punt on 4th down from their own 5, and the kick was blocked by Terrell Jordan. Colin Howard fell on it for the score, and Sexton made it 7-7 with 7:14 to go in the half. The Tomcats take the lead on the bomb from Strader to Houston. We've seen it all season long. A 75-yard 4-play drive that took just a minute 41. And with 4:38 to go, Sexton booted the extra point and was Ashland 14 and East Carter 7. Coach Jason, and that's where we are here at halftime. Coach Jason Mays has made his way up from wherever you've been. Good to have you. Can you hear?
I cannot.
Not well. How
There
about
we go.
now?
I got
There
you
you
now.
got me? Okay.
How are you, man?
Hi, Jace.
Brought Junior here with us.
Yeah, that's right. Well, good to have you, Coach. Glad you made your way up. How you been?
Well, it was warm about 3 hours ago. Now I'm cold. So welcome to October in Kentucky.
That's right. It's football season,
That's
right?
right.
It's football
Jinx.
season.
That's
All
right.
Well, I know you got. I wanted to have you on to talk basketball and all that kind of stuff. But first of all, I want to talk about this legacy dinner, which we've had on several occasions, but we've had to call it off because of COVID and such. And now we're bringing it back. And tell us about it.
Yeah, it's actually the first time I wanted to wait till tonight. We'll do it out on social media early next week, but wanted to wait until tonight's halftime to just tell everybody what we're working on. It's the third legacy dinner. It's going to be Saturday, November 12th. The time is probably going to be 5:30. It's either going to be 5:30 or 6. We're working on a few things. There's going to be a silent auction as part of it. But the big thing is who's coming. Our honored guest that night is going to be Jim Host, who went to school here, and
yes, he did.
If I'm not mistaken, his first job in radio was offered to him by your father.
My father put him to work when he was still in high school.
Yeah. Cool. His story is amazing. He had the insight to buy the media rights to University of Kentucky athletics in the NCAA tournament.
Right.
Later, sold his business to what we all now know as IMG, and just a great story. And he doesn't want anything to come. He's honored to be asked, and I think that's just a great get for us to have him. And then the MC of the evening is going to be Dave Baker.
Old Buzz is coming up.
That's right.
He's a good man.
Sports anchor for years, since 1981 with WKYT in Lexington.
Right.
He still hosts the Countdown to Tip-Off show for the Kentucky basketball broadcast, and fellow Georgetown College alum, and was roommates actually in grad school with my mentor, Happy. They were roommates together.
I did not know that.
And so known him for a long time. So we got two really good sports media personalities coming that day, and we're going to sell tickets for $30 a piece. We're going to have some corporate table sales going on. So all the details of that are going to be coming out. But I hope everybody gets excited.
A nice dinner?
Yeah, really nice dinner.
Really
Catered
nice dinner.
Yeah. So I just hope everybody gets excited about meeting Mr. Host and hearing Dave Baker speak. So
Dave Baker is a great MC, and he's full of stories too. But Jim Host, this is his home. He's always been a Tomcat, always will be a Tomcat.
Well, he played baseball here. He was actually one of the first two baseball players at the University of Kentucky to sign a scholarship to play baseball.
Right.
Matter of fact, if you go to a UK baseball game, you'll see him sitting right behind home plate every home game.
I'll be dogged.
Yeah, he doesn't miss a game. So, for the younger generation that may not know who he is, I would encourage you to come with your family who may know who he is and learn more about some tradition. And that's why it's called the Legacy Dinner, because there's so many people that have went on to do successful things from this community, from our school, and they've left a legacy for all of us to learn from.
Right.
And we want to honor those people.
Well, it's a great get for us. Jim Host and Dave Baker coming up November the 12th. It'll be at the high school, I presume?
Yes, it'll be in the gym.
Okay.
Yep.
And we'll have a great dinner, and you'll be able to have a question and answer, I guess, afterwards. And
Yep.
Jim can talk about his days at Ashland and playing for the Tomcats, and as well as his affiliation with the University of Kentucky with people like Kaywood Ledford,
Yeah.
I mean,
he was in politics.
Jim's he was in politics.
Yeah,
you're right.
He was he headed up the KFC Yum Center being built.
Right.
Actually, it started, then it failed, and then he's the one that got it to fruition. He got it built, and then he also has been part of every development stage that Rupp Arena has went through. Jim Host has spearheaded, and a lot of the development downtown. So, I mean, he's got fingerprints all over the Commonwealth.
Yes, he does. Well, okay, we'll talk more about that, but let's talk about basketball.
Yeah.
4-time region champion. What a run we've had, and we're not done, are we?
I hope not. I think we're going to be better than people realize. We got, there's a lot of dynamics that are different this year. We got more kids playing football than we ever have.
True.
I think there's 11 kids that play basketball that are dressed in shoulder pads tonight, which is a great thing. And my relationship with Coach Tackett is an important one, and we get along great. Matter of fact, we eat lunch together every day, and I'm glad that we're sharing athletes at this school. And so, we're going to have to be a little patient early on as far as we're going to be getting those kids late. We're going to have more kids come in late than we're used to. We're spoiled here because we've had so many basketball-specific kids. Well, that's not the case this year. So we'll have to work through that. But we've lifted 4 days a week. Our strength and conditioning has been outstanding. Our strength coach has done another outstanding job, Jared Sasser. And we're still going into this week. And then we're going to do something different with that. Even when practice starts and game season all season long, we're still going to lift 2 days a week. So, but our strength and conditioning has been great. Our kids have made great strides in the weight room, and then our skills training has been great too. We're getting a lot of shots up, and I haven't let them scrimmage. They're itching to scrimmage, but I want them hungry for that. But we start practice Saturday. We have tryouts Saturday, and then we start practice Saturday night and Sunday, and then go into next week and start to form a routine of just October 15th means a lot of things to a lot of people in Kentucky.
Yes, it does. Yeah. Basketball, round ball season is here. And you've got a good nucleus coming back.
Yeah.
Yes, you lost 3 all-time top 10 scorers at Ashland, and Ethan Sellers and Cole Villers and Colin Porter and Ryan Adkins, 4 great seniors and that are gone. But you've got some pretty good players coming.
Yeah, we do. Xander Carter has a chance to be the all-time leading scorer at our school, and we're the winningest program in Kentucky high school history. So that's saying something. And he's worked really hard. I think Xander will, by the end of the season, be closer to 6'6", 190 pounds, which is going to make him a very popular college prospect. He's already got 2 Division I offers, a Division II offer. He's visited. He's visiting Moorhead tomorrow. He's visited Akron. He's visited Marshall. Ohio U's coming in 2 weeks, and I think Belmont's getting involved with him as well. So he's just a sophomore. So he's going to be around for 3 years, and we're excited to have him around. He's our dynamic guy from a scoring standpoint. But this summer we saw everybody, step into their role. Tucker Conway, Asher Atkins, Tristan Davis, Nate Freese, who didn't play last year because of injury. Those guys have never really been fully relied on because of who they've been playing with and behind.
Exactly.
Okay? Now this is their time to shine, and man, they're shooting the ball really well. Tucker Conway and Tristan Davis right now,
they can put on a show.
They are shooting the ball like I haven't seen in a while. And keep in mind, Tucker, shot 54% from 3 last year. 92% of his shots were from 3. And he was 10 of 13 in the AIT championship game
sure
against
was.
Cincinnati Elder. So
wow,
he's got some college visits that are coming up, and got some schools talking to me about him. And then we got Race to Board, and he's been great. He's done everything we've asked him to do. He's been very coachable. He is trying to step into a leadership role, but he also is not doing it too quick. Where he knows that, and he realized that he had to earn trust coming in. And man, I'm telling you, he is so quick.
Yeah,
he's so shifty. There's so many things that he can do with pace of play. He can score at 3 levels. He's a crafty finisher. He's been shooting the ball better and better, and I'm excited, to see what he can do for us as well. And then we got size. You got Nate Freese, you got Connor Messer, and you got
the bangin',
the guy I love, James Mayor, South Sudanese kid who's just a junior. He's going to Moorhead with me in the morning to watch him practice, and he'll probably be a Division I recruit here sooner than later. He's legit 6'10" and a quarter, a little over 200 pounds now. A year ago, he was barely 6'9" and weighed 173 pounds. So he's over an inch taller, and he's gained 30 pounds.
Yeah.
And he works really hard in the weight room, getting his hands developed. And last year he spent most of the time learning how to be on a team. I know that sounds silly, but he's only been playing basketball for 3 years. So he's had to learn the dynamics of being a teammate and being disappointed when things don't go your way, and being excited when things do go your way, and all the emotions that come with being on a high school basketball team, and vocabulary and language and verbiage. All this is new to him. So he's just now starting to get his rhythm. He's going to be a lot better in February than he is in November, trust me. But we're going to rely on him. He could be our difference maker.
He could be.
He could be
your
the
X factor.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you about a lady that's special, more special to you than me, but we all love her dearly. Lori Beth, who is battling cancer. It's no deep, dark secret, and she's just, you'd never know it.
Yeah.
She's got a beautiful smile on her face out here before the game tonight, and she's going through chemotherapy. But tell us how she's doing.
Cancer is an unbelievable, life-changing event, and most people listening will say, "Well, no, duh." No, when you actually, I've had people. Lori's mom went through it 18 years ago. My grandma, when I was a kid, went through it. Lori's dad, was a great dear friend of mine. Obviously, as my father-in-law, he died of bladder cancer in 15. We've had experience with it, but this is your wife, your spouse,
right?
And that just, it's a ball game changer. It's a very emotional journey. There's lots of low points, and then there's days that where you feel normal, and that becomes a high point. And so you celebrate the good days. You ride out the bad days. I think we emotionally are very honest with one another.
Mm-hmm.
There's times that she needs breaks from me. There's times that I need to go for a walk or go for a drive.
There you go.
But it's just part of the journey. She's had her first chemo treatment. She has 3 more. She has one every 3 weeks. And the first one, she was really sick for a week, and then she started feeling better.
Mm-hmm.
So her second one is this coming Friday. So just keep Lori Beth in your prayers. And
the whole Mays family.
Yeah. So, but the kids have been great. Jason Reagan haven't missed a step, and I think that's helped her. They've been really resilient and taking it all in stride. And,
sure.
Because she's going to be fine.
I think so.
She is. She's going to be
so.
fine. But
it's all in the good Lord's hands.
So we are. She's starting to lose her hair a little bit, and so that's a little bit different scenario for a woman.
God help her if she loses her hair like I do.
Well, I can say this because I've said it in public. I told
and
her,
you too, Coach.
Well, I don't care. I buzzed mine the other day. She asked if I did it for her. I said no. It's almost October 15th. I always buzz my hair that time of year, But I told her, I said, I hear that your hair comes in differently, after chemo. I said, I'm praying for a redhead.
Oh, I bet that went over well.
But she's got so much grace and class about her. And
she
just has a lot of
does.
joy in her life. So just pray for her. Thank you.
All right, well, we will do that. Coach, thanks for coming up, my friend.
Yep.
We'll talk more about the legacy dinner as time goes on, but it's what about 4 or 5 days, or 4 or 5 weeks, not days. November the 12th, a legacy dinner with Jim Host and Dave Baker. 14-7, Ashland leads it here at halftime. We'll take a break, come back, look at the stats, catch up on scores, and our homecoming court, which all coming up here in just a moment on B97.